Ladies, Leon Trotsky here, bringing Smart Bristol Rovers career mode. We finally signed our first youth contract, youth player. Left midfielder, 52 rated overall at 16. Decent. He's only worth 110,000 pounds. Tim Carroll is his name. He's literally, when you see him in game, he literally looks like the black Ronaldinho is what I like to call him. He actually has 5-star skill moves, which is nice, but only a 1-star weak foot, right mid, and right foot. He's decent. He's actually got amazing dribbling. He's actually 181 pounds, which is nice for somebody on the left midfielder. Actually provides him some strength. Doesn't get pushed off the ball. Super easy for a 16-year-old, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, the dribbling and skill moves are going to come in handy. We'll just leave it at that. It's tough playing on that left midfielder, though. Having a right-footed player means he's going to have to cut back to get any good crosses in. He's going to have a hard time crossing it in with his left foot. Just a quick little squad report here, showing you what's going on with my starting lineup. I do have Azagori and Brogheimer as left midfielders already. One of them can play right midfielder, as well as the other one, I believe, can play center attacking mid. And then now I got Tim Carroll as left midfielder. So I got some depth at left midfield, and I got a lot of variation, which I like. I really like players that can play a variety of positions. It really allows for a lot of depth in the team. Here we're doing the league table here. You know, what is it? 4th place there, a couple wins, 1 draw. We're doing all right. Another league game here against Fleetwood Town. We'll see if we can get it done. Really, in these early games, it's all just about picking up points. We're starting a pretty basic lineup. I got Tim Payne and Anienza. I can't even say his name still. Little black man. Stozier's up there. Brogheimer and Azagori on the wings. Can and Gill at defense. And pretty simple. Same old center backs. Parkas, Rekic, and Kenneth. Pretty standard lineup. This is the lineup that is pretty much my go-to. These are probably my best players that I got. I can switch my strikers up a little bit. I do like Anienza. Is probably my favorite guy. He's just got some speed and dribbling ability. And then Tim Payne or Harold are good up top because they're both kind of tall, give me some heading opportunities as well as some good striking. We start the game off here in the 20th minute. Anienza picks up the ball. I'm just going to keep mumbling through that guy's name. Anienza. We'll just make it up. Nice little turn in the box. Gets a little far post shot. Nice little push up to celebrate. Always nice. This guy has got some amazing dribbling abilities for his whatever. He's a little bit older, which is something I'm never a big fan of, especially in these low leagues. I'd never want to play players that, you know, are really old, but you know, you play with what you got at this point of the time. So here after halftime, 60th minute, nice little passing setup, and just steps inside with Anienza again, just drilling it in the side netting there. And 60th minute, he just gets it done. I do bring in some subs here eventually because subs are hugely important in career mode. You always want to be not only just keeping your players fresh, but it's also important to use other players, and get players that aren't getting as much experience, aren't getting those starting positions. You want to get them in there, get them experience. I don't put Carroll in this first game here. This is more about, you know, getting my players still having some sort of energy in the game that I'm going to want to play afterwards, because I think I do have a cup game coming up soon. I think that's actually next episode. I got a big cup game coming up against Chesterfield, so it's going to be a tough game. But here we're just switching my striker. I'm putting Harold in. I'm putting Richards in, who can play kind of a center forward, center attacking mid spot, and then I believe I switch up my center defensive mid as well, just to get Amir Khan. He's a great player, and I want to get him playing as much as possible. And the best way to continue to get a player to start in continuous games is just substitute him in 60th minute. But, you know, we go on to win. Subs didn't do too much work. 2-0 is the final score here, and nice picking up those points. It's always important. We're really pushing for that league promotion this time. I really would like to get a league title under my belt, get some coins, I say coins playing from Ultimate Team, get some pounds, get some real transfer wage budget. Here's just a, you know, give you those quick little looks at what else is going on in the league at the time, seeing what's going on. But here, this is my short list. These are players that I still would like to pick up. My team's feeling pretty solid at the moment after I picked up Stozier, and now I got my left midfielder who's going to provide me a little bit of depth and provide the guys that are actually my left midfielders to be able to fill in at right midfielder, fill in at center attacking mid. I got my a couple strikers that are filling at right midfielder. The one place I'm feeling like I might want to pick somebody up still is either striker or center back. So you see a few different options here. This is one guy that I'm a big fan of. I had played with in a previous career mode, Ibanise. He is a Australian, I believe. He's 19 years old and he's only 61 rated, but he does have a little bit of potential. I've gotten him up a little bit. on a previous career mode, and he actually gets a little better. I make a few different offers. I'm trying to get him trading for players that I'm not really using, and they just did not seem to have it. I tried to offer this defensive back Virgo. I tried to offer this Brown guy with money. I tried to offer Andy Yancey, who's like my top striker right now. I tried to offer him. I tried to offer Richards eventually, and they just weren't having it. Central Coast wants to keep him. They think he's good, and he is good. He's like a pacey guy with height, which is always important in career mode, but yeah, we'll let it go as it is. I think I eventually try and pick him up again in the January transfer window. We'll see. You know, it depends on how my strikers are doing as it goes along, seeing how much money I get. If I get some cup wins or anything, you know, I get some free transfer budget, I might as well try and pick him up for maybe 300,000. We'll see if I can sell him on again eventually in a couple seasons for 500 to a million. It's gonna be worth it. But we're probably coming up again another league game here against Torquay United. Similar lineup. I got Payne and Richards, Stoger starting at attacking mid, Brogheimer on the left, Azagori on the right, Can and Gill at defensive mids, Parkis, Rekis, and Kenneth back at the center backs. Pretty much my standard lineup there, guys, which is nice. I can switch up my strikers. I got a little bit of depth at strikers. If anybody gets injured, that's when it starts hitting the fan. When you get injuries, it's just oh no. But we'll see. Just trying to get those 3 points in the league, and you never know. Some of these games you expect them to be easy. You're like, oh, this is going to be cake, no problem, just another league game. It's not like I'm playing like a, Premier League team or anything. It's another 1.5, 2-star team. But sometimes you come up into these games and they're just a lot more difficult than you were expecting. You put out your top lineup and you're like, oh, we're going to own this game up. I beat down that last team. And sometimes it just doesn't go exactly as you would like it to. But we'll see how this game goes here. I like the little starting screens and everything. I like showing, I don't know. I like the cinematics in this game. Although they're very similar, I like seeing my players, shaking hands. I like seeing the intros. Here we're showing the league table. I'm moving up in the word. Third place there, tied for first technically, on second in goal differential, 10 points across the top four teams here. And we start off here in about the 30th minute, and we're pushing up the wing. I think I still got, who is it, Azagori or Brogheimer on the wing there. Brogheimer in the left midfielder. This guy is, I believe, only 19 years old, and he just has some ability. We'll get a quick pass into Payne. Richards gets it on his foot, and just a nice little sliding shot into the far post there. Just buries it under the keeper. Nice little kind of lucky goal. This guy Richards can also play a right midfielder, center forward. I do play him at center and attacking mid sometimes, but this guy is, it's one of those weird players that you don't expect to be good. I think he's only 20 years old. And he just, sometimes he gets the job done. He doesn't have great stats. He's not super fast or anything. He just can put goals in the back of the net. He can work on the wing sometimes, crossing the ball in. He has a little bit of skill in the spots where it's necessary. Unfortunately, though, Computer just comes back here. Great little cross all the way across, passes it back to the penalty dot, and just drills it on the volley to the back of the net. How's the guy's name? 36 minute. Just comes back right after I score. And then we go into halftime 1-1 here. Tough, and I had my chances. I want to get back in this game. I want those 3 points. I don't want to leave a point on the table, especially how close at the very beginning of the league, it's very close. We're leaving it here. This is probably around the 60th minute. I get my subs in, and I believe this is the first appearance of Carroll. I finally decided to put him in, start him at that left midfielder. I do believe obviously I want to switch into center defensive mid. I believe I put in, as well as probably another striker. I forget. You know what? Actually, I think I just substitute Carroll here, and I just I want to get Carroll in, get him some time, see how he does. I think I can also, what I start doing is I can take Stozier off here. I'm not sure if I do that here, but I can switch my left midfielder, Brogheimer. Yeah, I take Stozier off, put Brogheimer at center attacking mid, and put Carroll out on the left. And Carroll does get a few opportunities. This guy, he's got great ball control, great dribbling, skill moves out the kazoo. It's just these bronze players, these low-level players, sometimes their touches just aren't good. I was trying to get work to the middle there to get a nice shot to the far post and just doesn't get it done. Get the passing back across, and he's got good movement here. You see as the play develops over to this left-hand side, he starts to make a run here. Through ball instead of a short pass probably would have gave him a better touch, but it goes out nonetheless. I do get a couple more chances towards the end of the game here, but we'll let you watch those. The Computer also had a couple chances that were pretty freaking close, kind of back and forth here at the end. Nice little pass in, and Walker stonewalling him. Loving that. But this episode is slowly coming down to an end with these few last chances. We unfortunately do not get the goal. Look at this nice little cross here. And, oh, he just heads it. Oh, man, and the goalie just stoneswalled me back. But the game actually ends at 1-1 in a draw. We drop a couple points, only get 1 point out of this fixture. Kind of tough because I really wanted that win, especially the way the league table's lining up so far. It's going to be really close up at the top. But they actually push back, and I think they get another chance here that was... sometimes your heart skips a beat, and you're like, oh, that was almost a goal. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. A lot more coming soon. We do have a cup game coming up in the next episode, I believe it is, against Chesterfield, which is at least a league or two above me. So that's going to be a tough game. Hopefully we can continue on. I believe it's a Capital One Cup, so I really want to continue on in that. But hope you guys enjoy this. Any questions, leave them down below. Any comments, let me know. Tim Carroll, my black American Ronaldinho, is going to get it done in the future. Probably going to be carrying on for a few seasons. So there's just squad reports at the end. And unfortunately, you'll see it at the end here, but they did not let me sign Ibanez even for my best striker. But we'll see how that goes. Hope you guys enjoyed. A lot more stuff coming soon. More content, more Bristol Rovers. Check out Minecraft. You know how we do. Till next time, guys.
Martin and Allen. The Empire League 2. AFC Wimbledon 0.